What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to Will's Workout Workshop. In this video, I want to talk to you guys about back squats and front squats, just squats in general. I thought it would be interesting to talk about three of the things that I have been implementing in order to perfect or improve my squat. I would like to achieve a perfect squat one day, but highly unlikely. Three things that I've been doing to improve my squat, because if you're new here, I've been squatting for years, since I was probably 15 or 16. Improperly, I'll say that. It's one of those moves that I've never actually perfected over time, and it's something that I've always struggled with. I think I've mentioned this in previous videos, but I'm about 5'11", just under 6 foot. I have long legs and a short torso, so I've always struggled with squatting. So if any of you out there have had the same issue, you know what I'm talking about. The first thing I've been trying to do in order to improve my squat is widening my stance, right? So I used to squat very narrow stanced, right? Because I heard that it targets the quads more than the glutes if you do that, which sounded appealing to me at the time. So I would squat more narrow stanced. The problem is my pelvis and my legs my legs are long, so my pelvis would have a far distance to travel in order for me to get down ass to grass. So widening my stance has helped a bit with that. However, I gotta say, widening my stance feels very awkward. I don't know if any of you have tried this, but I've experimented with pointing my feet out at around a 45-degree angle and squatting down, and it just feels very unstable. Maybe I'm not used to it, but I've been doing it for a few weeks now. But it's something that I've been experimenting with, and it's something that you can definitely try if you have trouble squatting without butt wink, or squatting ass to grass might be uncomfortable for you. Number two, so that leads me on to my next point, squatting ass to grass. I have squatted ass to grass for years, right? And it's always felt comfortable to me squatting ass to grass. And recently I've been experimenting with squatting parallel, squatting just below parallel. This, again, it feels awkward to me because I've always squatted as low as I can, as low as my body will allow me to. The problem is, as I mentioned before, I get the butt wink, right? I get that pelvic tilt at the bottom of the squat. And it's very hard. I've been stretching for years. I've been working on ankle mobility, and it doesn't seem to matter how much I do those things, but I just can't seem to make it so that my squat looks perfect, you know? And I don't get that pelvic tilt at the bottom. So obviously, the pelvic tilt, as we know, it's not necessarily a bad thing, but if it's under load, with a heavy squat, barbell on your back, this could cause issues down the road. So I've been trying to squat down to parallel, see how it goes. It feels awkward, but maybe it just takes some time to get used to. Number three, the last thing I've been doing is elevating my heels. So real briefly, on the topic of elevating our heels, I bought these a couple weeks ago, squat wedges. And it basically is this contraption to help elevate your heels slightly, depending on how high you stand on these, in order to squat down deeply and reduce the amount of butt wink. So, honest review for you guys, I like these. I definitely found that it decreased or mitigated the amount of butt wink I would get at the bottom of the squat. However, I will say that if you're squatting heavy, like really heavy, 250, 300, maybe 400 pounds, I feel like they feel a bit awkward sometimes, a little bit unstable. Let me know what you guys think if you've ever tried these. I like them a lot, I really do. I think if you're doing like a Bulgarian split squat or something and you're trying to elevate your heels a bit, these would work perfectly. So those are the three things that I'm trying to do to improve my squat. The fourth thing, little bonus tip here, Basically, I have thought about swapping the squat out entirely for some other movements. Now, in terms of sheer force production and strength, overall strength, yeah, that would not be a great idea. However, my goals have changed quite a bit over the years, and when it comes to the barbell squat, if I can get the same benefit elsewhere or similar to that with less risk of injury, I think that would be a wise decision. So something like a Bulgarian split squat, which are one of my favorites, and or a hack squat, something of that nature. So anyway, guys, those are the three things that I've been doing to try to improve my squat: widening my stance, squatting to parallel, and elevating my heels. Those three things might help you out with your squat as well. If they do, let me know in the comments below. And yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching, guys. I'll catch you later. Bye.